Yo, what's good, everyone? Your boy Deke back again with another vid. We're going to be talking some Madden 22. We're going to be doing some predictions on who we think are going to be core elite players for a Steelers theme team in the Ultimate Team mode. So we'll just start off. We got the Madden 21 players up right here. We'll go through the list. We'll see if they're going to be core elites again in Madden 22, what we think their rating should be, and then possibly some additions at the end of the vid. So right off the bat, our best core elite last year was David DeCastro at an 85. Obviously, he's not going to be in the game for Madden 22 unless he signs with another team. If he signs for another team, we might have a chance that he gets a core elite. Maybe they give him like an 81 or an 82, something like that, which would give him a power-up, which would then give him Steeler chemistries. But as of right now, I'm assuming DeCastro is not going to be in the game unless they drop a throwback card later on in the season. Next, we have Chris Boswell at an 83. That should stay the same. Boss should get another core elite. He's one of the top 3 or 4 kickers in the league. So 82, 83, 84, whatever you want to give him, as long as it's a core elite. TJ Watt in the third spot at an 83 overall as well. He's going to obviously get another core elite. He's probably should have won Defensive Player of the Year last year, depending on who you're talking to. But 83... that was a low rating last year. His Madden rating in general, like in the main menu for the online rosters and stuff, was really underrated. I think they gave him like an 87. That was just ridiculous. But for Ultimate Team, that 83 should go up to at least an 86, 87. I checked for Madden 21. Khalil Mack was the highest rated edge rusher at an 87. I think J.J. Watt got an 87 as well. So when you consider the back-to-back years TJ Watt has had, basically borderline Defensive Player of the Year, he's got to be getting bumped up to an 86, 87 at least, maybe even an 88. He's going to be a core elite, though. Cam Hayward, same thing. He'll be a core elite again. Minkah Fitzpatrick at an 82. He'll obviously be core elite back-to-back all-pro seasons. That 82 should definitely be getting a bump up, though, to at least an 85, 86. I checked the safeties from last year. The highest rated safety was Harrison Smith at an 86. Tyrann Mathieu came in at second at an 85. So if we're considering Minkah Fitzpatrick at worst a top 3 safety in the league, we think he's the best. He should be getting like an 85 or 86 rating, but he will obviously be a core elite. Stephon Tuitt had an awesome season last year. I would actually expect that rating to get bumped up a little bit, maybe from an 82 to an 83, 84. 11 sacks, that completely flew under the radar, but Stephon Tuitt's going to be a core elite, obviously. Maurkice Pouncey at an 82. He's not going to be in the game unless they drop a legend card or a throwback card later in the year, so that's a core elite that's not going to be on the Steelers theme team. Ben Roethlisberger, core elite last year at an 81 overall. Completely disrespectful to Ben Roethlisberger with that 81 ranking. I'm just hoping he gets a core elite this year. Madden has always underrated Ben Roethlisberger and disrespected him throughout their rating systems. But this year it's gone too far. If you check out their online rosters or like the current up-to-date rosters, they got him at a 79 right now. Ben should be getting at least an 84 or an 85 based off last season for next season's Ultimate Team, but I know how Madden works. I know how Madden operates. There's no guarantees to that. We saw that he got an 81 last year and has gotten some shitty ratings over the past however many Madden. So they at least just need to give him a core elite, give him a power-up card. That's all I'm asking. My expectations are really low when it comes to Madden ratings and Big Ben, so at least give us a core elite. Joe Hayden at an 81. That should stay the same, at least an 81. Maybe bump him up to an 82 or something like that. But Joe Hayden should have a core elite. And then Juju Smith-Schuster at an 80. That should stay the same too. He should at least be getting another core elite. If he got a core elite after his 2019 season, after his 2021, that should be for sure. They may even bump him up in a rating or two because he had 97 receptions. No, his yards weren't there. Still had a good amount of touchdowns. Stepped up in the playoff game too. So Juju should definitely be getting a core elite. It's Juju. It's Madden. We know that he has promoted Madden earlier on in his career. I think he still promotes Madden. He at least just promotes video games. So he'll be getting a core elite. Now the question is, we have a couple guys that are not going to be core elites. That's DeCastro and that is Maurkice Pouncey, who could be some dudes that step in. I don't know if they have some type of quota system for this either, but either way, these are some guys that could be in the running for core elites in Madden 22. Number one, I thought of Naji Harris. Maybe they can give him like an 80 or an 81 overall. But the more I looked into it, that's going to be impossible. 75 overall was the highest rated rookie running back last season. I don't think they give core elites to rookies too often, if at all. So I'm thinking Naji Harris is not going to be getting a core elite. Next we have, though, Chase Claypool. If Juju got a core elite, why not Chase Claypool after his rookie season? Then I looked at some other players that had solid rookie seasons, some other receivers from Madden 21 that may be on the borderline between gold and core elite. And here's what I found. DJ Moore, Tyler Boyd, they both got 80 overalls. DK Metcalf got a 78. AJ Brown, Terry McLaurin, Calvin Ridley, John Brown, and DJ Chark got 79s. And I would say when you compare all these receivers, DK Metcalf and Claypool was very close whenever you compare their rookie years, and they gave DK a 76. AJ Brown also had a really good rookie season. If you're looking at the yards, he had more yards than Claypool, but I think Claypool definitely had way more touchdowns. Terry McLaurin, Calvin Ridley, DJ Chark, for them to get 79s heading into the 2020 season, I'm guessing Claypool is not going to get a core elite. I think he probably should. At an 80, I actually think all those receivers that I named, that they gave golds, that they gave 70 overall ratings, they should have been in the 80s. Like I said, I don't know if they have a quota system for this type of stuff where they only give out so many core elites, but I'm guessing Claypool is going to be in the 79 to 78 range for Madden 22. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully he gets a core elite at 80, gets the power-up card and all that. Another name I considered was Devin Bush. They gave him a 76 overall last year. I don't think he's done enough, though, to get the 80 rating. Hopefully he gets an 80 rating, but I'm guessing it's going to be more like 78, 79. He was just hurt too much last year. He got hurt after 5 games. We didn't get to see his full sophomore season play out. But that's all I'm assuming. He's going to play like a core elite card, though, because his speed is going to be really good for an inside linebacker. So either way, Devin Bush is going to be a pretty solid card early in the game. Hopefully they do get him upgraded at some point, get him a power-up. Another name I consider, Trey Turner. Problem is they gave Trey Turner a 78 heading into last season. And he had his worst season, had a really bad season by all accounts with the Chargers last year. They had the worst offensive line. I'm not expecting Madden to give Trey Turner a bump up in rating for Madden 22. So it's probably going to be mid to high 70s for Trey Turner. Terrell Edmonds, that might be a stretch, although they gave him a 71 overall last year. That's just way too underrated. He should be at least in the high 70s. Thought he had a really solid, underrated season. Players that are directly on the Steelers for next year, I don't know if anyone else is going to be added to the core elites. You could throw in Deontay Johnson maybe, but if Claypool's not going to get one, I don't expect Deontay Johnson to either. They're probably going to be in that 78, 79 range. I think personally they should have a higher overall than Juju. I just don't think Madden's going to do it that way. And whenever you look at some of the receivers in the past, like in Madden 21, and compare them to Deontay and Claypool, I'm guessing that's probably going to be what their rating is, like 78, 79. Maybe Tyson Alualu could be a sleeper pick at like 80. I can't remember what exactly they gave him last year, but they ended up giving him like a most feared card like some point in the fall. But that's going to be a stretch in my opinion. They must be really, because I do think he had one of his best seasons last year. I just don't know if Madden's really paying attention like that. Ebron, he's probably going to be gold. He was gold last year. They dropped like a kickoff card at some point. He got bumped up to an 83, and then obviously that Autumn Blast, he was like a 91, 92. That's about it, though. I think I basically covered everyone because they're not going to give Cam Sutton or any of our cornerbacks a core elite. I already mentioned Terrell Edmonds. So that's all we have for Steeler players. There are some, however, former Steelers that are out there that I do think could be getting core elite cards. Emmanuel Sanders, he got one last year. I don't think there's anything he did to warrant him getting bumped down in rating. He had to deal with a weird quarterback situation last year and still had a pretty decent year. So I think he'll get another core elite. I could see him getting a gold, though, at like 79 or something like that, just because he's getting up there in age. Next, we have AB. He should definitely be getting a core elite to start off the game, in my opinion. After the Super Bowl he had, after the season he had a really solid season, even though it was in 8 games. He's going to get a core elite. It's probably not going to be the AB rating of old, where he'd be in like basically the best rated receiver in Ultimate Team. He'll probably be mid to low 80s is what I'm guessing. But he'll work for a Steelers theme team, absolutely, because if they don't give Claypool, Deontay high ratings, we'll just have AB on the roster to start off the season. AB, Emmanuel Sanders, and probably Juju. That's actually, I think, my wide receivers right now, which is pretty funny. Steven Nelson, they gave him a 79 last year. If he signs with a team, he'll obviously have a card to start off the season. I probably don't expect him to be going up any higher than 79, though. They're probably going to stick right around that range, considering he's a free agent for this long. He probably should have been a core elite last year. Like him and Joe Hayden both should have been in the low 80s at least. But that's what Madden does. And I don't think they're really going to change that for Steven Nelson. Next, you have Mike Hilton. They gave him a 77 last year with him signing to the Bengals. I actually could see them giving Mike Hilton a core elite. I'm saying he's going to get like an 80, 81 overall. And then lastly, we have Bud Dupreeh. He got a 78 last season. Then you combine with the type of year he had all the way up until he got hurt. He should be in the low 80s. He made that big deal with the Titans. I think that's going to spark Madden to at least get him a core elite card, because there's going to be a lot of hype with Bud Dupreeh heading into this season with the Titans. And I think it's warranted. Bud Dupreeh should have had a core elite card last year, easily. And Bud Dupree is going to be a good player, Matt. He's kind of like Devin Bush, because they're going to have his speed up. No matter if they give him a high gold card at like 79, or if they give him like an 82 or 83 core elite, like he's going to be a really good card to start off the season, in my opinion. So those are my projections. Let me know if I missed a player, whether it's someone around the NFL, a former Steeler, or you think any of my predictions are wrong for the current Steelers. So that's about it. I hope you guys enjoy. Pump for Madden 22. Actually, too, let me know down in the comments what I should be doing about Madden 22. Should I be pre-ordering the game right now? Is there anything I need to do right now to be getting ready? Like any cards? I think I could use that Naji Harris card maybe in the next Madden, but I don't really know how to do that just yet. Either way, let me know down in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed the vid. Let me know if I was right, wrong, whatever it is. Stay chilling. Peace.